Hello everybody, it's Michael here, and in this episode I will show you how to get the Blessing of Flames. Okay, so this is Blessing of Arkath. You will need the Shard of Fire to access this part of the Forge of Elements. And well, here we go. So this one here is a puzzle again. So these are the levers, which I've never been too good with. And well, as you can see, you will keep spawning opponents in this place. Okay. So every time you start fights, it's actually a good idea to just back off and to fight your foes. Well, somewhere where they can't like swarm you. Okay, so I think this is actually a pretty good spot. So just wait for those guys to engage on us. They're not particularly tough, if I remember well. Generally speaking, it's quite easier to just wait for them to come to us. Okay. Those are fire elementals. I'm gonna pop the arcane ward just in case. As you can see, they do take heavy damage, and they're not really. They don't have too high resistances to water. My party is just strong enough to kill them, I think. They have lots of HP, generally speaking. I think I'm gonna pop their hands here. They have lots of AoE, but well, it just depends on your level, mostly. Okay. So once you they do explode on death too, which is kind of annoying if you ask me. Since we've killed them, we can actually get to solving the actual puzzle. So how does this thing work? So it's pretty much similar to the Shrine of Air. There's a lever just by the entrance to the dungeon which will reset all the other levers which we've used. And those levers here will actually send those pieces of rock onwards. So you need to form a path. But before we get to that, I'm gonna actually kill those remaining two elementals which are over there. So well, I just try to buff up a bit. I'll try to turtle through this one. These guys do get nasty at the end. I think they should reach me next turn. Okay, so we'll go with Hero Destiny here. Just wait for them to come over to us. Okay. So we're gonna land some attacks here. I shout at this guy here. As you can see, they're not too resistant to water at all. They drop pretty easily, but they do explode on death as well. It's pretty worth remembering that they do that. So the biggest portion of the damage from those fire elementals is actually the explosion on their death, so it's good to have regeneration prepared. Okay, so we are through. Now we can get to the levers. Okay, so first of all I'll show you how this thing works, and then I'll show you how to solve this puzzle. So as you can see, each of those levers will send a kind of pile of fiery rocks onwards. So it will actually launch them from in the direction they're actually put in. Okay, so as you can see, these claws will actually form a path which you can in fact step on. So but there's something special about this this place here, because once you step on this rock in front of you right here, it will launch this set of rocks onwards. Okay, so you saw this one, so now I will show you what those are the levers on the other side of this pit do. So this one launches those rocks onwards here, and this one does the same with those rocks, and it launches them there. So, well, as you can see, the thing is, if you do this in this order, those rocks which were in front of you on that pile will get launched prematurely, and will get stuck on this place. But if you don't do this in this order, if you start with those levels here, those two ones, this one and that one over there, it will actually create a path, and those final rocks will actually bump not here, but there, right here, and this will actually open you a path to the final level in this puzzle. So what I'm gonna do now is reset this one. Okay, I'm gonna use them in the right order. So this one first, or this one can go out second actually. Yeah, this one. This one should go second. Right up. So if I launch this here, this will actually lead me nowhere. Okay, I messed up a bit. So it's important to launch that furthest one first. Get greedy, you see. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. Pop this one here. Okay, this is the first part of the bridge which we want to form. Now this one there. And now it's just irrelevant how we use this because the main trick here has already been shown. So we're gonna create the path. We're gonna move through it. Okay, so now these rocks move away. As you can see, they slide and they create a path to the final level. So it's not that difficult if you have the trick figured. Again, so we're gonna save the game, rest a bit, and then we'll face the boss in this dungeon. This guy here is pretty difficult too. So I'm gonna rest. Whew, okay, we're gonna save the game. It's been saved, okay. So I'm gonna buff up. Arcane wood is kind of a necessity in this place. Celestial armor, mandate of heaven. I'm gonna refresh the mana potions. Okay, so as you can see, my inventory here is pretty much full of stuff because I actually had 3 shards with me, and I decided to open them all at the same time. So I'm actually full of items right now. Okay, so here is the boss. So as you can see, this whole pit gets filled with rocks right now, and all we need to do is kill the boss. Okay. So since I moved onwards in this turn, he actually gets bugged a bit, but generally speaking, he just appears in front of me. So now I can start dealing the damage. Okay. So since Blizzard deals more damage than Ice Bolt, I'm gonna start using Blizzard right away. I'm going to remove his armor. Okay, so he's not that difficult actually. Since I fully buffed up anyway. Okay. He does have a lot of dodge, regardless. I'm kind of afraid that if he explodes, he's actually going to do some damage. So I'm gonna remove his dodge, hopefully. And we can't disable his spellcasting, it's a shame. I think I'm gonna refresh the celestial armor, lest he should explode. Okay. As you can see, he does deal significant amount of damage. So do I. Regeneration is a lifesaver pretty much every single time. Okay, so we have the blessing. The boss is dead. We get Blessing of Arkath. And we now can proceed to obtain the loot from the dungeon. I'm gonna save the game here. Okay, let's open the door. And well, there's a barrel here passing red liquid again for the mage. There aren't too many fire elementals in this game at all, which is kind of a shame because they're pretty challenging opponents. Regardless, here is the chest. You can see that the barrier between the water shrine and the fire shrine has been removed. There are 3 chests here. And there's a lot of items in each of those chests. And there's some gold in here. Okay, and just the potions here. Oh, this is a bummer. I remembered it being a bit more significant. So I'm gonna use a potion again with Crusader because she always runs out of mana. Okay, I can drop this stuff. Okay, I think that actually those items are kind of valuable. Damn it. Hard to make decision what to drop if you get so many nice stuff. I mean, nice. It's useless trash mostly, but are they worth money? Okay, Word of Light is useless for me. Hour of Power is a valuable spell, regardless of your level. Okay, this one is useless. These are worth 400 each. Okay, not this one maybe. This robe is pretty shit too. Okay, so we have enough inventory space to get this loot from here. Okay, so I'm gonna pop Identify here. We have a lot of trash again. So this is a ring. Resists against fire, fire magic. I think I have a much better weapon on this character. Yes, I do. Yeah, so I'm not using axes at all. It's a pretty nice one-handed axe, but it's pretty useless to me. So, yeah, I've done the entire Shrine of Elements and I haven't found a single useful item yet. I'm missing the darkness, of course, but this will come a bit later in the game. So as you can see, I have 5 out of 6 blessings, and since I have received the Blessing of Arkath, this means that I can actually move on and try to obtain the final blessing. I mean, try to obtain the Warmonger promotion because it's finally available to me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, and if you found my tips useful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, or comment below it if you can. Well, if you would like to give me some remarks on my work. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching again.